Kohima de aji January 30 di State laga Department of School Education da renowned Australia astronomer professor Dr. ALISTER Graham gi host kurishe aro interactive session luishe. Session do Rosacre Government Higher Secondary School Kohima ro luishe. Kude Professor Dr. ALISTER bra astronomy upor kota kurishe aro students logot interactive session bi luishe. Session the MLN advisor School Education and SCERT Dr. Kekrel Holly Yomi Ravi kota kurishe. Session laga details sai sabo.
Of what could be one of the largely missing population of intermediate mass black holes. All right. So the summary of the findings says that the findings read like a cosmic romance written in the stars. So the discovery advances our understanding of how black holes come to be inside spiral galaxies. The astronomers have informally named the star cluster Nikuli. Nikhuli, that's his lady wife's name, and that's a connection to Nagaland. So they turn to the Sumi tribe in the Indian state of Nagaland for the word, used for a festive period where the descendants of headhunters celebrate and wish for a rich harvest and gathering. It seemed appropriate to the astronomers who refer to space as a field and whose discovery focuses on how a larger galaxy has harvested a smaller galaxy.
We all know that we started off with our wonderment of the vastness of the world. The unknown has always been a magnificent form of deep knowledge, as well as a vast form of fear for us. For us, especially tribal people like Nagas, our understanding of the celestial, our understanding of how the world turns around us and affects our everyday culture, that is agriculture, our songs, our festivals are all woven into the wonderment as well as the fear of an ancient fear, that is the fear of the unknown.
On their planets, around their star, and they were using radio signals to communicate with each other, and some of that radio waves, radiation leaks out into space, and with our big radio dishes on Earth we are able to detect it. Nothing's been detected yet. I do believe if they do find something they will tell us. I honestly feel we will be informed and it won't be a secret that the government keeps to themselves. So that's me, that's how I got into astronomy. I do still look at objects up there, but it's mostly galaxies now. And a couple of years ago we found a rather interesting galaxy which now has the name Nikuli. And so what I'd like to do this morning is to explain how it is that I came about to discovering the galaxy, a little bit about what it is and why it has the name that it does. Thousands of millions of stars. I think there's about 1,000 billion stars in our galaxy. And this is a view of our galaxy. You all would have seen it if you go away from the city lights and you look up, you see that band of, well, milky white stars. That's our galaxy. If you have a big telescope, you can see many other galaxies in the universe. And one clue that we learned a couple of decades ago now is that every spiral galaxy has a massive black hole at the centre. Galaxies on collision courses, they will in time, over hundreds of millions of years, merge. I like the one in the bottom right. You can see a small galaxy coming in to merge with a larger galaxy. And that relates to the story of Nikuli, which I'm slowly working my way towards. All right, so now, top left, we have a galaxy that has formed from the collision of two spiral galaxies. It's a big dusty mess. The band that you see running in this direction, that's dust. That came from the stars in the spiral galaxies. As stars evolve, they have winds, and the winds blow out dust. In the middle panel and the lower right panel, that circle is around the star cluster, which has been tidally stretched, gravitationally tidally stretched. Just like on our planet, the moon goes around our planet and we have tides. in the oceans. And if you're able to see the bottom right of the screen, I'm going to walk to the screen now because I'll show you an extension of what might be more of Nikuli, but we don't yet know. We actually first discovered Nikuli with an X-ray telescope. We were looking for active black holes, that is black holes which are accreting a lot of gas, and that gas on its journey in towards the black hole, it gets very hot. NASA made a video about it and they're using it. So this Naga word, tribal name, is now on a heck of a lot of websites around the world. And as you all would know, India has been to the moon, 4th nation to get to the moon, 1st nation to get as far south as they have. I think they're getting down towards where the frozen ice is. So there's a lot happening in India. If you didn't know, astronomy is, there's a lot going on. The data that we were taking was trying to measure the masses of hopefully intermediate mass black holes. So we've got this program to pursue them, to try and find them. We need to look, maybe we'll find them, maybe we won't. This was my PhD student. If you go to college, if you obtain a master's degree after your bachelor's degree, and you're interested in going to Australia, like Nardini did from India, new frontiers of supermassive black hole research.